Sadie Walker was 16 years old when she was killed. She and her friend were driving home from a movie. Another teen was texting and ran a red light and killed them. Alex Brown was 17 years old when she died. She was texting while driving and wrecked on her way to school. Blake Wright was 17 years old when he was in an accident while texting. He spent 3 weeks in a coma. And still has physical issues from his accident. While driving is a growing trend, a national epidemic quickly becomes one of the country's killers. Drivers assume they can handle texting and driving when driving is such a big responsibility. There is 11 teen deaths every day from texting and driving accidents. Honk if you love Jesus, text and drive if you want to meet him. 1 million accidents per year because of texting and driving. There are over 16 million accidents per year due to texting and driving. According to the National Safety Council, nearly 25% are all car accidents. According to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, texting and driving is the same as getting behind the wheel after you've drank 4 beers. 16,000 drivers were killed by a handset use between 2001 and 2007. That's over 6 people dying every single day. 1 in 5 drivers of all ages have admit to surfing the web while driving. Teens who text while driving spend approximately 10% of their driving in the outside lane. Honk if you love Jesus, text and drive if you want to meet him. According to this graph, driving with cell phones is a 48% chance of teens who have seen their parents on the phone do it as well. 10 states plus DC have prohibited all drivers from using a handset device, and 32 states, including DC as well, have prohibited new drivers from cell phone use at all. AT&T has a mobile app called, it's a drive mode app, and you turn it on while you're in the car and it automatically sends a message back to whoever texts you saying, this is the AT&T reminder saying that this person's driving, and they will contact you when you get back, when they get off behind the wheel. And they also have a pledge that parents and teens can take, and it's you sign your name and you pledge to not text and drive, and that you can pledge at textinganddrivingsafety.com. The increasing number of cell phone accidents would decrease if people would just stop texting and driving, if they would wait. Drivers will be more alert and attentive. The National Safety Council announced today that it estimates at least 28% of all traffic crashes, or at least 1.6 million crashes, each year involves texting and driving accidents. If people would just get off their phone, they would be more alert. Lives would be saved every day if people would just put their handsets down behind the wheel. Honk if you love Jesus. Text and drive if you want to meet him. As Americans use more and more portable technology, we are becoming less safe on the road. As compelling as these statistics are, however, it's also important to know the price that the families pay and the victims' families pay. These victims are more than just numbers. They are real people. Victims of distracted drivers are more than just numbers. They are real people that have to live with the everyday, real-life consequences of texting and driving. In a world of technology-based everything, we have to take a minute to think, is a text message saying, hey, where are you, what's up, more important than a real-life person's life? I urge all of you to take the pledge to not text and drive. One text can take a life. Is it really worth it? Honk if you love Jesus. Text and drive if you want to meet him.